everyone, and welcome to the YouTube Mall Builders Thursday night general hangout. Thursday's hangouts are for the general discussion on mall railroading that we all can set a topic to discuss for the night. My name's Johnny Rep from Southeast Rails. Thursday's hangouts are the proud sponsor of the YouTubeMallBuilders.com, EMAG, YouTube Mall Builders live show, and also the YouTube Tuesday night presentations. You can go to YouTubeMallBuilders.com. There you can get the schedule for the live show and the Tuesday show. See what nights they're going to be on. Tuesday nights are now every other week, twice a month. And the live show is the third Saturday, which we just had one last weekend. And also you got the EMAG. You can click on that on YouTubeMallBuilders.com, and there you'll find a selection where you can sign up for email notifications, be notified when the EMAG comes out. I believe the next issue is coming out next month, be about the middle of July. JD and his crew do a great job on that EMAG. I want to say thanks for joining in tonight's show. Let's see who we got on the panel. We got Tony, Phil, Newcastle, Jim, Jason, Scott, Dave, Andy, Andrew, down under. And I want to say hello to the viewers. All right, is my camera going to come up? I guess not. Anyway, I want to say hey to all the viewers there. If you have any comments, questions, post them in the Q&A. If you got a topic you want to talk about, put it in the Q&A. We'll talk about it. We got full house here. A wide variety of expertise and knowledge. And newbies. Hey Dwight, how you doing? I see Jim's working his mountain tonight.
That looks good. It's coming along quick, TV.
Thank you.
Of course, you never think it comes quick on your own layout, but when you just get on here and watch people build stuff, it's amazing how fast and how easy it comes together when you don't have to do any of the work.
Well, I have a question for everybody tonight to start the show off.
What's that?
Well, some of us are using plaster for tunnel portals and rocks. Some people are using foam. Some people are using, plaster cloth to paint, stain, highlight, whatever the case may be, to give your plaster color some color. What's everybody's preferred method for doing that?
Well, I have used on my plaster rocks. I use the Woodland Cynics pigments, and I use the three color method with the leopard spotting, and it seemed to work out pretty well.
Andrew, you're echoing.
Yeah, I like the leopard spotting. I did a little bit of it in my last layout when my painting didn't come out the way I wanted it. So I think that's what I'm going to try for all this rock that I'm doing is leopard spotting.
It's pretty hard to screw that up. I mean, that's a tried and true method, been around a long time. And I've used the Woody's pigments, and they're fine too. I use, but the one thing I like personally is thin washes, real thin. So it takes me a few more coats, and it's not instant gratification per se. It takes multiple coats to get them to the colors I like, but it's not as drastic, and it lets me do things without making commitments to it. If it's too gray, which tends to happen with my rocks in Appalachia, a lot of the rocks are much more brown than what we see on model railroads that typically are much grayer, like western rocks and northern rocks. And here, our rocks have a lot of brown in them. So I use a lot of washes of light colors until so back and forth with browns and grays until I get it right. And then I've been playing with some oils lately in weathering freight cars too, but I've used oils on a couple rocks. Just take a toothpick or a skewer and put a dot of oil on it, and then take a brush with turpentine and wash it down and get that streaking effect that happens with minerals as they wash out of the iron, etc., as they rust out of the rocks. And I like that effect. It's really intense. So just like with washes, I do it in very small increments.
You use Indian inks on yours, correct? For your washes.
I do. I've been playing with some paints though, because I love Indian ink. It's a great method, and it's not a strong commitment. But Indian ink over time leaches out of plaster and woods and things like that, and loses its color. The humidity of the air and stuff sucks that color out of things. So I have used a lot of Indian ink, but the last couple washes I did here recently, I've been using just thin acrylic paints, very, very thin, and I'm getting as good or better effect out of that, or at least as good, and it would last longer. So I can't say that I have a strong commitment or opinion either way about them. I'm very comfortable working with Indian ink, but I would like it to last.
Are you talking about that? Because I like using the Indian ink just to highlight the cracks and crevices in the rocks. I get real good results with that. Makes them pop real good.
Absolutely.
I may start looking at doing that with just black paint.
Yeah, and I've got a black
on it. There you go. Knocked the tall portal over and broke it.
Broke it right in half. Son of a
See
basketball player.
Yeah, and I've got a Payne's Gray. Miles said stay clear of the black. Use a Payne's Gray or something because it has less of is it green? We talked about this, Jimmy. I think it's a green tinge or blue tinge that it has to the jet black. So I have a Payne's Gray.
I like the Mars black. Mars black has a blue hue to it, so it's not only useful for doing the rocks. If you're using a little bit of a yellow and the black mixes in with it, it gives it kind of just a slightly green tinge for like mildewing or something like that. And then if you're going to paint mountain backgrounds or whatever, a nice bright yellow with just a dab of that Mars black comes up with a really nice green. You can get it pretty close to a Woodland Scenics, what they call their spring green, with that Mars black. So I like the Mars black, and just depending on how much yellow you put in on how green it gets, dark green all the way up, dark forest green all the way up to the real light spring green. And it looks good just as a black too. But what do I know? I'm no painter, that's for sure. Just from when I was trying to do my mountain scenes, the little dab, I learned about mixing the Mars black with the. It's not premium yellow. It's called bright yellow or something. It's just a pure yellow. I can't think of what it's called offhand.
Yeah, I've watched that guy do that too, and I just know I can't do it. I am not artistic at all. I'm an engineer in every way, which means I'm incompetent at anything beyond a stick dude. I can draw a stick person pretty good, but once you pass that, I can't do it. So I have to do things like leopard spotting and stuff to get around the fact that I just, Phil can You know, Phil can paint a cloud that looks like a doggone cloud. I just can't do that. Now, I'm going to do that technique where you tear cardboard and spray it with spray paint from a distance.
Well, that's and I like those clouds. I mean, I like Phil's clouds, don't get me wrong, but I like the cardboard clouds. I mean, I did some here, and when I get done with this, I'm going to redo some more. And I just like the looks of them, you know.
I do. They're soft and semi-transparent and misty looking, and they're easy. You know, you don't have to be an artist. I mean, if you could hold a spray can, you could make them look pretty good.
Okay, so cardboard clouds. Explain to me how this works, because I can't paint a cloud either.
Well, here's what I did. I think I still have a cutout that I showed somebody else.
Also, go look up Mike Devereaux on YouTube. He has a video showing how using those cardboard cloud technique, and there's some templates out there that one of Miles's buddies created, engineer, sells, but you can just take cardboard and tear it like Jimmy's going to.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to tear this. It's one of my extra pieces, but just take and draw you, a couple of humps or something, make them sharp as you want, cut them out.
Right.
And then with those humps, you just leave it up here. Now this is all removed, remember?
Hold it down a little bit. You're out of frame. There you go.
And if you hold it off the wall a
So
little.
now with this piece cut out, this won't be here. You just take and spray it, and what happens is you get a highlight. I don't know if you can see this well, but let's see. Does this one show it? Not as well, but you get a nice highlight here. You see that? And then once you get that on there, you just take and stand back with your spray 10, 12 inches and just kind of mist it in there left to right. And it looks like the sun's beating down on the top of the clouds, and the rest of it's just, they're kind of a wimpy cloud, but they're really super. And like I say, you can use a piece of cardboard and cut it out and spray it. Well, here's this.
Well, and they build up. So you do layer and layer and layer and layer, and they start building up, and they'll be real thin to begin with.
See, now and this is just a piece of styrofoam from me cut with that hot wire knife.
Right.
That would make a good cloud template right there. Although it's curved a little bit. Hold it up there. Hold it away from the wall about a half inch to an inch maybe, and then just spray. And then this outline will be white, like a big long top of a cloud, and then just kind of fill it in a little bit with some mist over spray, and you're done.
And if you hold it off the wall a little bit, it won't have a hard edge, so it
won't have a real hard edge. Yeah, it'll be a little softer.
Yep. And just do layer after layer after layer. Like I said, look up Mike Devereaux's video on YouTube, because he has like a 20-minute explanation of how he does it. And he did it on numerous ones, and he used mostly white primer, but he used a little bit of gray primer and stuff, and shows you some of the differences in those effects. It's an exceptional video, and it's a great technique. It just, I mean, you don't have to be artsy, and you can pull that off.
Sweet. I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah, it works really good, and I like the clouds better. They don't look painted on. They don't look like Microsoft window clouds.
Oh, they're thin. And if you do it really thin layers, they just slowly build up, but they're really soft and misty looking.
Shoot.
And you can create like distant smoke. I've got to do that a little bit to create that kind of haze that happens over a distance. And you can create that effect too by just spraying from a distance, at the bottom edge of your backdrop. So I'm going to paint mine blue all the way to the bottom, and then I'm going to hold a can back from it at a distance and spray over my backdrop imagery, my photos or whatever. So, but Mike Devereaux did a really good video on it. Miles Hales talked about doing his that way. I think that's how he does do it. I know he's talked about it.
Yeah, well, his buddy made some templates and selling them, but you don't need that. I mean, it's just cardboard with a couple of loops that he cut out into it.
I mean, even Miles said that. He said, they're great. They'll last a long time because they're treated or something if you wanted to buy them. But he said, no, you don't have to. Even Miles said that. It's his buddy. but it's a good technique. And I think Miles showed doing it on one of the early Trade Masters, or one of his Model Railroad University. He showed that technique too, and same technique, works like a champ.
Yeah, that's what you did too, didn't it? Wasn't it, Phil?
No, Phil pulled some real hard on us.
No, I used brush. I used like a rounded stencil brush and white titanium paint, and just dab, dab, dab. I dabbed my clouds up.
Yeah, you and I laughing because Jim didn't get the dab, dab, dab to work.
Yeah.
That dab, dab, dab. Never mind, I won't say it. I dab, dab, dab till the cows come home.
Yeah.
So what's new with you, Newcastle?
Just working on the track, and I was making a truck that I got, a cheap truck. Cheap truck. I got it for free. It's just modern little plastic truck Lionel puts in their starter sets. Somebody gave it to me. I'm making it look more like a 1940s, 50s truck.
Ah.
Yeah, it looks more realistic. I still haven't finished it. I just had, so here's the truck. And there's, I just took some, I took, piece of styrofoam, and then I also, metal. I took, a better white that just had off. I didn't have color white, so I took a, pop can or air can, and just, cut it up and used aluminum to make it, and then styrofoam top.
All right.
That's so far, and then still wiring ports in, and right now I'm wearing this coupling. So, I don't know if I said stating though, I was away from my speaker, though, how I made my clouds is I took white paint and just, over the blue and just, pretty much just run around in circles, random circles. I think that was a Marauder article on that.
Yeah, that works too. Curtis Hunt says, working on them clouds now. Picked up 5 sheets of thin foam board and cut out my clouds. So far, not too bad.
Cool.
Cool.
See, I told you, Curtis, you could do it. I didn't have to drive down to Florida and do it for you.
Yeah, but you missed out on me smoking.
Yeah. I ain't doing much anything for the next couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Phil, I'm ready for you now.
What's that, Scott?
For you to come down and paint some clouds.
Oh, Yeah, well, I'm not doing any traveling for a while.
What progress you got going there, Scott?
Have you ever heard the saying, watching paint dry? I got my background painted blue and ballast painted like a charcoal gray, just letting it dry.
Yeah. Now, how you gonna cover your helix up?
I'm leaving it open like that.
Oh, okay.
Got my styrofoam on the second level glued down this last little bit right there where you see the buckets and stuff. That's the last little bit. I can start laying some track. Now, if I covered up the helix, my grandkids would get upset with me.
Well, watch that train go up and down.
Oh, yeah, they love it.
Yeah, but just think, if you covered it up, grandkids can get inside of it and watch it go round and round.
Yeah, I'm afraid sticky fingers in.
End up getting peanut butter and jelly smeared all over the inside of it.
Yeah, okay, I'll become a fort for them.
Yeah.
Get the candles up in there.
Yeah. Put the candles up in there, throw a sheet over top. You bet.
Yeah, candle wax not too good on track work.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, but Scott, didn't you say you were building this for your grandson?
Yeah, that's why I can't cover the helix up.
So make sure he gets to have fun.
Oh, yeah. When he comes over, that's the first thing it does. And the only track that's laid right now is on the helix. 20 minutes watching it run up and down.
No, I meant him building a fort inside and et cetera, et cetera. Boy, I think I cut
he
that
could.
the
It's a
wrong way.
4 foot by 4 foot circle. Get him like a bar stool that spins.
Yeah. Hey Lee, how you doing? He's over in the Q&A. Dwight has got something up here, Phil. He says, when's the bachelor party for Phil?
There ain't going to be one.
What's that about?
You haven't been around, have you, Johnny? When I've been in here. The 24th of August, I'm officially going to legally marry Marie.
Ah, congratulations.
So, thank you. So that's why the railroad's been put on hold for a couple months. I got some expenditures that I wasn't planning on for a couple years yet, but
yeah.
Opportunity arisen and.
Well, congratulations, Phil, but run!
Yeah, run all you can. Run, boy, run.
Yeah, I've done it twice, so you know what they say.
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah, that's right. Practice.
There you go.
Perfect.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah,
That's the way to think about it. Practice makes perfect.
That just means you didn't learn the first time.
Or the second.
You stop presenting me, Jimmy. Johnny,
Do what?
you stop presenting me.
Okay. I thought we'd help you watch the paint dry. I'll go back presenting Jim then.
What?
You watch your mountain grow.
Yeah.
Watch me sit here and cut things up, not know what I'm doing, and hoping it fits together.
Yep. Almar, Phil said, good job, Phil. Stuff ads, I guess, up quick. Congrats.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I
And
gotta.
Lee said he wanted to come to the bachelor party, too.
Yeah, well, there ain't gonna be a bachelor party.
Well, that's one part you don't have to pay for.
Yeah, well, it's basically gonna be family, at the wedding and not
Yeah,
much.
seeing how Jimmy's your best, closest friend, he gets to pay for everything.
I'm not his closest friend. I'm just his closest trained friend.
You mean you wouldn't be my best man?
You mean you would actually ask? No.
Oh, I'm not having one.
Now, Phil, just think. All the thousands of dollars you're going to spend on flowers and rings and all that stuff. You go to the nearest pawn shop, you pick up two $50 rings, you go to the courthouse, pay $18, then you buy trains with the rest of the money.
I see. We already have wedding rings, We were unofficially married 3 years ago. Or what I shouldn't say unofficially. The state of Michigan did not recognize it as a legal marriage. So it's not, so I mean she's had her dress for over a year. I mean, this has been coming. It just wasn't going to happen until she was done with her master's degree. So, like I said,
Or until she turned 18?
Yeah, was waiting until she turned 18. Yeah.
Which time?
Ooh, which time?
The 23rd time.
Well,
It's getting rough in
Jim,
here.
Dwight's trying to start something again.
Well, did everybody that was in the path of this storm weather it okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
What storm? It doesn't storm here in Michigan. It just rains, sleets, snows. You just never know when.
Yeah, Dwight put a comment up here, Jim.
Hell, I can't see it.
Geez, Jimmy, I think I need some ice cream. Bunch of smiley faces.
I just sent a couple of guys over to his house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's a gap there.
Oh, Jim, just don't see there's a gap there, mate.
Huh?
Just in case you don't see it, there's a gap there.
I gotta sit down. Yeah, I know. Papa.
You got a great hole in the back there too.
Well, I got pieces to cover that hole.
That's a double tunnel portal.
Yeah.
You can see his feminine side come out. He's using pink foam.
All right, Lee. Go get you some ice cream too, you bum.
Is there any difference between the pink and the blue?
Yeah. One is kind of a salmon color. The other one's kind of a sky color. It makes a nice painted desert effect if you're into that part of the scenery.
What do we have to do with you?
No, it's all the same, just different manufacturer. The blue stuff come out of a pole barn that a couple of raccoons have been living on it, so it's it's got, I'm sure, some kind of disease on it, but I'm gonna put some of that what do they call that stuff?
Ground goop.
Ground goop, yeah. I'm gonna put ground goop all over it, so I'm not gonna notice the pink or the blue when I'm done, I hope.
No, you won't. It does a good job of cover.
And it also covers smaller gaps. So that little gap I got along right there that you can see, once I get that 45 edged on that piece, I don't know if I'll mess with trying to, I might have to put something in there to keep it from gooping down. I started with a 2-inch piece, but by the time I angled it, I ended up with just a sliver on top instead of having something a little deeper that I wanted. That's okay.
Yeah, Cars is asking, did you all hear about Vinny and Homeland Security for rail fanning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Watch the video.
Mhm. Yeah. Just can't get away with hardly doing anything these days.
For those that haven't or don't follow Vinny's videos, he was out rail fanning, but he wasn't on railroad property, taking photos of some track and switches and whatnot, and got a knock at his door from some agency that Homeland Security sent to his door to ask him what he was doing. So Vinny, what's his name? Vinny 69 something or other. What's his YouTube name?
BNSF 5961.
BNSF 5961.
Yeah.
Go look at his latest YouTube video.
Yeah, it was just posted about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, it's right there in the opening comments. It's within the first 5 minutes.
BNSF 6951. Lee says his YouTube channel.
Just when he thought it was safe to have model railroading as a hobby.
Yeah, he made a comment. They had no idea what rail fanning was or even what model railroading was.
Yeah, I guess that's the link that Curtis just posted in the Q&A.
So what do you guys think? You know the rock mold that I used for that back in front of that mountain there. Should I continue the same kind of rock around this bend of this track here? Because I'm going to put some more rock. Looks like they blasted out or something. Or should I go to a different rock mold? I don't know. I'm up in the air. Phil brought me a couple or he gave me a couple of rocks. Yeah, he gave me a couple of rock molds. And one of them I thought about forming up there, but it really ain't going to look as blasted as the other rock mold does.
You're talking about down there around the track?
Yeah, well, here. I can't partake on camera, so I was sitting down.
Why don't you just go ahead and pour one and then stick it up there and see how it's
Well,
going to work out.
because I was going to pour it and mold it to fit this curve. So I was going to have the rock right up against his face as you come around to about here, and then I was going to step this down. And this rock mold fits the height-wise pretty close. Like I say, this is what I did all of the front of the mountain with, was this here.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about using maybe, and it's hard to see what the mold looks like. This one's more square, more chunky. Yeah, more chunkier looking too. So I was thinking about maybe trying to use that one on a couple rocks there. But I won't know till I get this up here and glued on and then form it up there and slap her on and see how she looks. Once I got it up there and slapped down, then I can figure out how well it looks, but then you got to cut it off if you don't like it. I don't know. I'd like to have something a little different than what's already all up in here, and there's going to be something here and here. But then I thought, it would kind of flow if it was the same rock here, too. I just trying to keep it from looking too repetitive, I guess.
Carter St. Jim said if it was all cut out at the same time, then it would all look the same. Then the color might be different.
Yeah, I know. That's why I say that's because I'm using all that on the back wall. But who's to say they cut it out at the same time? The tracks are up first, and they started cutting out the wall.
I would think try that other one because it'd be good to have a little break in the kind of rock molding you got going around through there.
And that's what I kind of thought.
If anything, Jim, make that rock mold once you get your mountain made. Tape a piece of wax paper up there. That'll let you get the mold up there and get it shaped for that curve.
Oh, there you go. Some saran wrap, maybe. Wrap it in saran wrap.
That way it doesn't stick, but it gives it the curve. So once it's cured out, you can take it out of the mold, put it up there. If you don't like it, you just take it down. You don't have to do any cutting it.
That's a good idea. I got some saran wrap. I could wrap that around it.
And if you did, you just stick it up there with more plaster or caulking.
Super glue, something.
Yeah. However way you got the other to stick. I guess I want to break down and look for another motherboard.
I have found that Loctite go-to glue adheres plaster to the foam.
Cool.
That's what I've used, and it's holding.
Loctite go-to?
Yep.
Okay.
And the hot glue might even work on the lower setting. Might even work because I'm going plaster to foam instead of. I don't know. I didn't have much luck with the plaster, that's for sure. But it could be because I keep the house cool enough that the plaster was just so cold on contact. It was trying to harden up too quick or something. I don't know. Plaster should have worked for me. I don't know why that didn't work. Of course, maybe I didn't have it soupy enough. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp.
Crickets.
Let's try it now. How you doing, Paul?
Hey, John. Hi, everybody. I didn't blow away last night.
Hello.
Get kind of strong up there.
Oh, yeah. All around me, but we just got a bunch of rain and some wind. We were in the basement for about 20 minutes when I went out and I heard the sirens going. So we're sitting right in the middle of the layout, and the wife's looking around and says, "Look at all these boxes of crap." She says, "All I'm seeing is dollar signs." I says, "Oh, there's more behind the furnace and stuff."
You had to tell her that, huh?
She said, "I know." You guys are all live show stars now.
Live show stars. Yeah, hey, I'm a movie
Yeah.
star. Yeah.
You're getting to be well known. Now, where'd Andy go? And
He
Andrew.
probably got a phone call from work.
Oh, jeez.
We've been having some real bad storms up this way.
Where's that at?
He lives in Kentucky, and I'm in West Virginia.
Oh, okay. Yeah. A lot of that crap's been coming your way.
So, Jim, are you going to try and do any scratch building or craftsman style kits on the layout?
Yes.
You have any idea about which ones you might do?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, I know. I was fixing to say, this is not Saturday night.
Phil had a nice looking barn kit he put together, so I had him trace the walls and the floor out. And I'm going to try to scratch build a wooden barn using the paper templates I got from Phil's barn.
Yeah.
So at least I got the dimensions somewhat proper, and then just kind of go from there with it.
Yeah.
Because I do want to have some kind of a little farm scene. My grandkids want one. Don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but in one of these two corners I've got in front of me here, I've got to do something with them. So I'm going to build the barn and maybe a small house to go with it, and build some livestock fencing of some type and throw some cows and horses in there so they can see it.
Yeah.
Call it good to go. Fill a corner that way.
Oh, when you get that mountain scene done, you need to go to either Michael's or Hobby Lobby, either one. Can't remember exactly where in the store it is. I think it's back there towards where the models are. They usually have several shelves of different size animals and all. Nothing really HO scales, but they do have a size that's kind of close to HO. Get you a monkey or two, stick up there in that mountain.
Yeah, I got someone that sent me an email, so they were to give me a deal on some HO farm animals if I wanted them. So he doesn't have a lot, but a deal's a deal's a deal.
And we all know about you and deals.
Hey. What is it? Woodland Scenics has a guy sitting in a log using the restroom out in the woods with his gun down further out of the log, leaning up against the log, and a bear approaching him. So that, I think I want that one. I think I'm going to get that one for sure.
Yeah. I know we've talked about it in just the regular hangouts, but what do you think you're going to do to repair that tunnel portal that broke in half just now?
I'm gonna whip up a batch and just pour a new one. I've got the mold, the master mold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just pour me another one. Won't take me long. Yeah, toss that in the garbage. That's the nice part about making the molds. You break one, you ain't gotta fix it. Just scramble up a little more pancake batter and pour it in there.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that. See, I kind of wanted that to step down the way I've got it right there, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to bring that heavy pink stuff out further because once you start cutting those 45s on it, it sure takes up a lot of real estate. So I'm going to have to bring that out further, I think. Because I want it to stop about where it's at right now, I think. So I need to cut me a slope for right there.
Have you come up with any ideas what you're going to use for your water in the lake there?
No, I'm really up in the air on how I want to do that. I keep kicking it. I like the Mod Podge because it's like $30 for a gallon. But I kind of wanted to have this part of the lake be nice and flat and smooth, without any ripples on it. But I guess the ripples do look more natural.
Well, maybe somebody in the Q&A's got some good ideas on what to use for water. Now, Cassie Millett said that the Viratex, after a number of years, starts turning yellow on you.
Well, I did find some stuff on Amazon that was about $50 a gallon. It was a two-part epoxy. Let me see if I put it in my Amazon wish list. I'm not sure if I did that or not. Oh, jeez, I gotta sign in.
I think it was the Envirotex Light, maybe.
Well, while he's looking that up, Jason, you got them coal cars finished yet? Gone coal car mad?
I took a break on it, and I've been at a county fair running trains last week, so I've been going over all the coal cars, or not coal cars, but grain cars that were giving me problems last week.
Yeah.
Going
So
over.
how'd the fair come out?
Oh, it was hotter than I don't know what. First day I was there running trains, I had my grain train there, and I was only able to run about 20 cars out of the 30 I was going to try to run. And I had some problems with some cars that was not wanting to stay coupled or stay on the track. And I was going through when I went back and looked at the weight and all that. That's probably the reason why. It's because they're too light. I was looking at some of them. Some were only like a little bit shy of 4 ounces. And when you got cars that should be about 5 ounces, 6 ounces.
Yeah.
So I'm shooting for 5 ounces on all of them, seeing how that'll run.
Did you pulling them with a double header or just a single engine?
Double.
Yeah.
I had two monsters pulling it. They were running pretty hard, but
All right, Scott. We'll catch you later.
Right, Scott.
Have a good night.
All right, there's that stuff that I was talking about. Crystal clear epoxy resin, 1 gallon kit for super gloss coated and tabletops. $65 for the gallon kit with free shipping. Pretty sure that's the stuff I was looking at. I thought it was a boating company, but maybe a boating company has it listed for sale as well. But I want to send them a email and ask them if it's foam safe. So I have to pour it in and have it eat my foam and just drop down in my bench work. That would really bum me out.
Oh, yeah.
And it says it's odorless, so. It's double the price of the that what do you call it now?
Mod Podge.
Yeah, it's double the price of Mod Podge, but here's the problem. I'm putting in piers that's going to have a bunch of pier poles. What do you call them?
Pylons.
Pylons, yeah. So I can't use the Mod Podge because I can't get that to pour, to be able to get around those pylons for the piers. So I need to use something that's a liquid self-leveling. That's why I'm looking at getting a gallon, because I have an awful large, I don't know, 4 foot wide bay that's going to have, goes from about 20 inches out to 22 or so, and then comes back into about 14 inches. Kind of a weird shape on the end, but it's 4 foot wide, so I got quite a bit I need to pour. Probably won't need a whole gallon, but I hate to buy a quart and not be enough, buy another quart and not be enough, so.
Yeah.
And this is, I mean, I guess, I say it's not bad, not too pricey, but it's cheaper than Virotex, I guess.
Yeah, Carter Sun said, what about Magic Water?
Yeah, pretty expensive to do, get a gallon of that stuff. Trying to figure out how to save this. You know what? I'll just save it as a bookmark. There we go. There we go. I ain't got to worry about it. Yeah, the Envirotext is 16. Where's the 128 at? Right there. That's $90. So it saves me $25 over going on Envirotext. Of course, I don't know how long the other stuff's going to last. Of course, I'm not going to live forever either, so. But,
Whoa, go back up. Is that super glue, it said? One more. There you go. Rust-Oleum Parks. Super glaze.
Super glaze.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just caught it as you was scrolling.
Right. That's still $100 a gallon. Pro Marine here, it is $63.99. What was this one up here? $64.99. Okay. Yeah, this is the one that I was looking at because I knew it was by a marine company. I just wasn't sure. For super gloss coating tabletops, it's made by Pro Marine. So it's made for marine applications. That's the one. It's be in stock in a couple of days. Well, I ain't got no money for it right now anyways, but that's the one I had found. And it's got some pretty good reviews on customer reviews. Alrighty. Whoa. Stop that. There we go. Curtis, the whole thing about magic waters is the expense. Trying to do this water the least expensive way possible.
Yeah, knowing you're not, why not? I don't know.
I think what he meant was, why wasn't I going to use it?
Yeah. Well, if anybody out there in the viewers in the Q&A got any questions or comments, don't let Curtis and Dwight dominate it. So how'd the fair go, Jason?
Uh-oh.
It was pretty hot enough that there wasn't a lot of people came around.
Yeah. They have a big layout going, or?
Well, we had our layouts, and that was it. But county fair was like down in attendance by probably a good 12,000.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was just too hot. Heat index was almost to 100.
Yeah, y'all were outside too, wasn't it?
We were inside like a pole barn building,
Yeah.
and it was hot in there still.
Oh, yeah.
We still had large fans blowing in and all that. It was just still hot.
Yeah.
So it didn't help that much.
Oh, Curtis put up here, Jim. No, why are you not going to live forever? They said magic water, 3/4 gallon, $120.
Yeah.
Oh,
To answer the first question, my grandkids dropped my bottle of magical elixir of life and broke it. and the old crusty wizard that I purchased it from is nowhere to be found. So and the second part, that's too expensive. That's double for 3/4 of a gallon than what I want to spend for a gallon. So it's dinner time for me, so I will be muted for a little while.
Alrighty. So you coming over, Dave?
Pulling my hair out, trying to put couplers in frames on a shorty tank car. Seems to drive me up a wall. I keep dropping the couplers and I know I've got 2 springs running around on my workbench somewhere.
Yeah.
So, no, I've just been doing a lot of research lately and thought about possibly going up the White's neck of the woods this weekend. There happens to be a train show going on up there, and one of the guys that I'm in a group with on the Steel Mill Modelers on Facebook, um, he's doing his layout up there of Duluth Steel, his rendition of it, but with the weather and everything the way it is, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to travel that far.
Yeah. You still gonna try and make Indianapolis show in a little over 2 weeks?
I am going to try my darndest to get there. I've already informed the wife that I am taking my car, her car. So it's yeah, we're definitely I'm gonna try to be there. Let's put it that way. The only way I won't be there is, God forbid, if somebody blows a truck up at work.
Yeah. I'm
But
trying
yeah,
to get a head count going.
but yeah, I will be there. Probably if you guys end up with a running a place, yeah, house. I might end up showing up, super late on a Friday night, and that's where if I end up taking my camping van, then I just plug in out there, and you guys can wake me up in the morning.
Yeah. Well, if you do that, you go. I think I got a 100-foot 12 gauge. Yeah, 100-foot 12 gauge extension cord I used one year during the ice storm for the neighbor next door when they lost power.
Right.
Keep
Oh,
them going.
I've got everything because the van is fully converted into a full-blown off-grid camper, but it also is wired up for shore power as well. So I do have everything there.
Okay.
It's just getting to a normal receptacle. If I don't have one, no big deal. I've got house batteries. I'm prepared, and if it's sunny out, hey, I got solar. We're good.
Okay.
But yeah, if I do show up, it'll probably be super late after work on Friday. And by the time I get out there, probably be 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm thinking.
That's all right. Andy's bedroom's on the driveway side, so beat on that wall to let him know you're here.
But yeah, no, I'm actually looking forward to this, and it'd be kind of nice to go and for a weekend and do something.
Yeah.
What about you, Jason? Are you going to make it?
Most likely not. No. Still, funds are going to be down. Yeah, I was really wanting to go so bad, but it's not going to happen. I wish.
You going, Jim?
Well, I've been picking up beer cans off the side of the road. So if I can get enough for the gas to get down there and back, yeah, I might show up just to irritate the hell out of you guys.
Drag fail we.
Too bad they didn't give you money, to recycle them darn orange Christmas trees up there, on the side of 75.
Orange Christmas trees, huh? Means the one with the big blinking yellow light on top.
Yeah, the state tree of Michigan.
Right. Yes. That is true.
Pretty bad. I moved out of there 5 years ago thinking, yeah, I'm getting, better roads here in Ohio. And now all of a sudden, 75 in Dayton's all tore up, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. 2 seasons in Michigan. Winter and orange barrel season.
Hey, you got any wits of wisdom there, Paul?
Buy low and sell high. I don't know.
Hey, you guys earlier were talking about the, or Phil, you brought it up, plaster cast and cloth and all that stuff. Acrylic paint in a spray bottle. I mean, just mixing it up like 3 parts water, 1 part, the acrylic paint from like Apple Barrel, and spraying it on. What do you think about that? I mean, like 2, 3 different colors, like a brown and black mix, and then like either a burnt umber or sienna, and then the straight black to get into crevices, really diluted, like John was talking about. I mean, you think that stuff would spray through a spray bottle?
Well, I know it does because I have some here, and that's what I used last time.
Okay.
But I think I watered it down 4 to 1 or 5 to 1.
Oh, okay. You really watered it down.
Yeah, because just 2 to 1 or 3 to 1 is way too strong. In fact, I think I went 8 to 1 with my black, if not more than that.
Okay. Now, do you gotta mix the rubbing alcohol in with it or anything?
I just used water.
Okay.
That alcohol doesn't seem to mix well with the cheap acrylic paints.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you get a lot better results of just using plain water.
Yeah,
I bought the spray bottles at Walmart for 99 cents each.
Yeah, it's just been too many years since I've done that, and I was trying to remember the other day, how to go about doing it. Does it work? And I couldn't remember.
Well, I've got a question. I've got an old spray bottle with India ink and alcohol in it, and I went to use it recently, and it must have hardened in there. And I wonder if anybody knows what type of solvent might work to free that up.
I don't know. You might still pour some more alcohol in there, let it soak in, see if they'll do it.
That was about all I could think of. I haven't tried it yet, but
Mineral spirits.
yeah, that could work. I think I might have a quart of that somewhere too.
What about taking the straw out of the bottom of the trigger and just soaking the whole unit in like hot water? I mean, would that soften it up?
It might. I haven't really tried yet, but I was wondering just offhand if anybody knew. I'm cheap. I'm cheap at times. I hate to just dump it out and mix up a new batch. Buy a new spray bottle. A lot of times in the past, that was just the weathering on my freight cars. I'd spray some of that on, and I found if I hit it with a blow dryer, you didn't have to wait for it to evaporate and dry up, and it was ready to go.
Yeah, it just might be the hose in it that's junked up.
And I mean, it's probably been sitting in there 20 years, so. I've been here 18 years.
Well, with the advent of Walmart and China, you could probably buy the sprayer bottle for less than what you paid for that sprayer bottle 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's a Woodland Scenic spray bottle too. So.
Yeah, go to Walmart and buy you a 99-cent spray bottle and start over.
Day.
Yeah, and the stuff
Yeah.
that's in there, I could just pour into the new one. I thought maybe there was a magic fix. The magic fix is called open your wallet.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
I haven't done anything down there. There's been so much going around down here lately, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's summertime.
Yeah. My wife's sister and her husband were supposed to come from Seattle, but then she got sick, so they didn't come. In the meantime, I got honeydews getting all kinds of stuff ready for the visit. Nothing came of it. But we all decided to get together anyway, so we did, without her. That was a silly night. The train stuff, doggone it, nothing outside of watching YouTube videos.
Well, that's like this weekend. We've got the here at Clarion Park here in downtown Dayton. We've got railroad days, and they're actually going to have the quarter scale out there that you can actually ride on. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, I've been debating about taking a granddaughter, and I'm afraid she's going to be bouncing up and down for joy like she did with that mailbox when I put it on the table, and she's going to run over to Grandma. Grandma, come look, come pet the train. You know, she's going to do that like she did with the mailbox. But
well, I'm about 3-4 blocks away from the river, and there's two different sets of tracks going through. One's the old CB&Q, and one's the old Rock Island. When my grandson was 2, you can most of the time you can hear the train horn, and he'd go running to the window. He thought the train was like out in the backyard or something, I guess.
Yeah.
So one time I had some diesel horns on the computer, and I played one of them, and he was running around in the room, didn't know where to go. And I took him to see a layout once, and there was nobody there. It was open to the public in Mendota, and the guy let him run the train a little bit. And he was pretty young, and he was so excited. I said, "Yeah, Joe, Papa's going to build one of these someday down in his basement." He's like, "Do it now, Papa, do it now." I can't do it now. And he was crying, "Please do it now." I said, "No, it takes time. You don't understand. Do it now." Poor kid. Broke his heart.
yeah, they don't seem to be too keen on it takes time.
I know.
My granddaughter, she thinks that.
He could care less, I think.
Yeah.
I waited too long. I lost my window. Well, then last weekend we had to go to Bloomington. The youngest grandson turned 4. It's like there's always something going on lately. Can't get in the basement much. And I'm retired, so I get too set in my ways. I don't want to get out of my routine. Wife says you're going to run out of Sundays.
Well, anybody in the Q&A got any questions or comments they want to post up?
Well, I tell you what, if they don't, I've been. Let me grab this. Excuse me. Let's see. Okay, you have to forgive my hairdo, but it's god awful past time. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Last month on a Saturday, YouTube Model Builders had the raffle, Long Shadows. It's in a box, still unopened from last month. I've been anticipating opening it, so now I guess is the best time.
Drum roll, please, John.
Hey, roll, please.
I don't have any drums.
If I could figure out how to get through all the tape that he put on this box. Close enough.
We say the same thing when we're opening our Christmas presents.
Yeah. One postcard from Long Shadows. One receipt saying, winner of a live show. Hope you enjoy them. Hope to see and order one day. Thank you, Bob. I can hardly read his writing.
Let's see how they were packaged. I'm curious.
This is how. Let's see if I get the glare out of it.
They're just kind of stuck in a bag there, right?
Yep, stuck in a Ziploc baggie. The lighting here is not exactly the greatest, but let's take these out of here carefully. And they are they're shedding as I speak. Couple of regular pine trees. I'm trying to get the stuff undone.
I am curious to see how the pine trees look.
This is the hold on, let me see if I can get this other light on so I get some better lighting. There we go.
Okay.
That's his blue spruce. Let me grab the other one. Okay. And there is a regular pine.
Oh.
And these are, the green one is about 5 inches, the other one's about 4.5, somewhere in that ballpark. Actually, not bad. A lot better than what I can do. A lot better. There's 6 of them total in here. 3 regular trees, 3 pines, and this happens to be the white birch or the birch tree that he sent.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. So I'm happy with these. I mean, they're definitely going to look good on my upper level of my layout. I definitely want to thank YouTube Model Builders and thank you, Bob, at Long Shadows.
You're welcome.
Well, they're a proud sponsor, you know. Good old Bob.
Now, are those armatures, are those metal? Are they bendable? Or are they like a super tree, like some kind of twig that's fragile?
The pine trees are 2 wires twisted, and as far as the birch and the other tree, it looks like super trees, almost. I don't know what he used for sure, but the quality is definitely there, and yeah, I'll definitely be putting an order in with him here in the near future to get, you know, more trees for the upper level. Being I'm going to need a couple hundred of them probably. But definitely, I mean, very, very nice product. I mean, they just, I don't know if it's just the bag they're in or what, but they just shed a lot.
Yeah. If you've ever looked at trees from any maker in the hobby store, there's always tons of stuff in the bottom of the boxes, and, you know,
Right.
they all shed.
Yeah, it's been a good number of years since I've opened up a box of Super Trees, but yeah, my little nightmare that's fighting me tonight, little shorty tank car, and doesn't want to cooperate any way, shape, or form, and so I figure I need a break from the building, start putting some rolling stock together, being I've got boxes of them over there, lots of them. So,
Well, Dwight's asking, how do we all paint road markings?
Highways and byways.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Highways and byways striping kit.
Yeah, just cut a template out of a styrene.
Spray paint or paint marker, I suppose.
Yeah.
I always wonder at some point, since the highways and byways is tape, if over time the end starts kind of curling up or unsticking.
I have no idea. If that was to happen, you can probably put it back down with super glue.
That's what I was going to say.
I know I have some I haven't put down yet, but Gino uses them, and he weathers his roads, and he said they're extremely durable, that they don't peel up, or he hasn't had any of them peel up.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Those are from John Howard?
Highways or byways, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Dwight, come on in. There's room for you. Haven't talked to Dwight in a while.
Well, seems like we're not doing too good on topics tonight. So I was thinking about maybe calling it a night a little early for a change.
Oh.
Okay.
So I guess somebody will start a after show hangout. Hint, hint. Bill?
Yes, I will start one.
Well, Jim's busy.
Yes.
I got an off-topic question.
Huh?
There you go.
I've got an off-topic question for Jason.
Yeah, well, ask that one on the after show.
Okay, show up, Jason.
You're welcome, Dwight. All right, Phil said he'd go start an after show, so check the YouTube Mall Railroaders community page. It'll be posted there. So, well, just say keep checking back in on the YouTubeMallBuilders.com website for all the latest news and info on the Tuesday night presentations, the EMAG, and the live show schedules. Live shows once every month. That's the third Saturday of each month. The EMAG is bi-monthly, comes out every other month. And the Tuesdays presentations are every other week. Thursday's general hangout is each week as well. You can go to the website and sign up for the EMAG to get an email notice when it comes out. Also there at the YouTubeMallBuilders.com site, you can check on the schedules for the Tuesday night presentation and also the once a month live show. See who's presenting. And if you have interest of being on the show, there's a selection there you can go to and actually sign up if you want to be on the panel or be in the show. The EMAG is also has a sign up there if you want to do an article. JD and his crew will be glad to work with you on it. You don't have to be a writer. Just if you got some good ideas, put them on paper, and JD and them will be glad to help you turn it into a nice article. So I want to say thank you for participating in tonight's Hangout. Oh yeah, all shows Tuesday, Saturday, and Thursday. All the shows are 9 o'clock Central Time. So check your time zone to see what time they'll be on in your time zone. I want to thank everybody in the Q&A for coming in and watching and posting. I want to thank everybody on the panel. Dave, Jason, Jim, Paul, Newcastle was here, Andrew, Andy. Appreciate y'all coming in tonight. So with that said, I guess we'll put this one in the can and say have a good weekend. And we shall see you next week. In fact, I think, next week we will have a Tuesday night presentation with Miles Hale. Let me see exactly who the guest is supposed to be. That's Gino. Be hosting the Tuesday night, next Tuesday night, and that'll be with Miles Hale. He'll be on location at the Zamora Club in Austin, Texas. That's real nice layout there. It's museum quality. They had the luxury or got lucky and was able to buy their own building. This club's been around for 75 plus years too. Awful lot of different members have been come through that club too. So that ought to be a real interesting show. So we'll see you this coming Tuesday on that show. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll see you later.